diagnoses and then being presented with my own mortality, decided that it was about time I did something with that. I don't know how most of you do poetry, but I used to kind of wait for a bit of inspiration to hit me and then just write a thing and then not pick up a pen for ages. So tonight I thought I'd challenge myself to do something different. So I got some people, my friend collected some random words for me. I got them here. Fucking tough crowd, by the way. Some of you are bastards. Yeah, but I fucking did it, got them all. It might not be a good poem. So anyway, the evidence is here for anyone that wants to have a look. I'll read the list out in no particular order. I got lingerie, penguin, which by the way I love, but I had to Google. Sensational, dalliance. Anachronism, again, I got a proper word boner for that one because not only did I learn a new word, but I love what it means. Here we go. Come, gewoon, weg. I believe that's a village somewhere not that far away from here. Equipped, donkey. Thanks, guys. Back in the room. Helix, svelte, rambunctious. I like that word, but who gave me that, you massive twat? Orange, giraffe, potatoes and juice. Right, so I winged it in ego. I feel like an anachronism. I hope I'm pronouncing these right, by the way. Don't correct me, that would be embarrassing. I feel like an anachronism, forward-thinking, quantum computing, Cockney-speaking traveller, transplanted to Victorian era. Here we go again. Cumchlinvech. A rambunctious donkey stabled alongside lithe-leggy giraffe. This double helix spells stand out, resist, be proud, and a plus-size laundry list of acronyms that pathologise all I like best about undersurface me. Victoria's Secrets, better to keep them under wraps. Scratchy lace, clasps and labels driving into my back like blunt post-shave, disposable razor blades. I've had the odd dalliance with fitting in. It's akin to slipping pudgy penguin skin into too small sexy lingerie designed for svelte-framed models, sensationalised for the gaze of others. I'm busting at cheap seams, ill-equipped to contain the body shame, like pouring orange juice in double cream, curdling screams. I'm just one apple trapped in the sack of potatoes, seeding in the shadows of a forgotten cupboard, waiting to be rediscovered and devoured with sugary delight. I was just going to let myself off the hook and skip off there, thinking, challenge done. But then Aaron here read a poem. I liked your Kundalini Awakening, by the way. That was bang tidy. And you mentioned the word Wu Wei, and I was like, oh, I remember I'd done a poem about that once. It started off, actually, as I was replying to somebody's Facebook post, a friend of mine from school, who was having a hard time. And I started off with the first few lines of this, and then instantly the poem came out start to finish. It's really fucking long, by the way. Start to finish, without stopping, at exactly 1,111 words. And I've never edited it. I liked it. I was like, oh, that's okay, I'll take that. Now I've learned that people edit poems. They go back and read them and take bits out. I was like, what? But I'm not going to. I'm going to give you the full, unabridged version, because why not? So it's long, right? Everyone got a drink? You can't cross an ocean by self-propelled paddling motion, powered on your grit and pure determination. With the best of intentions, in all likelihood, you would die. Thrashing against the tides, crashing, tired, with no respite or land in sight. It's a fight, and freezing's not an option, right? Or a thing you could do even if you wanted to. If only flight was on your menu, then you might not be so desperately overwhelmed in this endless sea. Your broadest of horizons now too much to keep your eyes on, where you once were so excited to be under midday sun. Now you're distressed in such vastness, your groundless deductions cripple sound judgment and say that you'd best swim harder, of course, but you're off course, seeking to set it straight and right your wrongs, only to be inevitably overcome by one wave so strong that it drags you down and it pulls you along the floor, rocky bottom. To drown once more, long forgotten how you got to be here at all, in the water, fall, land, the distance between past and future, ever present, steady, ever ready, on your marks, get set on a quest to cross it. Your heart beat. Treasure chest locked in, ceased, desisted, and who could possibly have predicted that all you ever needed was to just lay back, eyes closed, float, and just let go. Because the magic only happens when you go with the flow and ebb, mindless, breathing deep, still, steady, slow, dance of acceptance. You'll wash up nicely and reassurance that your future shines brightly in the distance. Float the peaks and troughs, for you can't hope to swim an ocean or wrestle with the waves, but you can be brave and you will tame the tsunami of panic prickling at your primal fears when faced head on. Eyes laced with rising tears, the spring tide of hopelessness tossed aside as you can't choose the weather or whether to survive. Haven't you seen that life-saving ad on the TV yet? That's right, don't fight anything but the urge to swim. Just roll over and lay back if you've dived too deep, drifted out, or falling in the vast bodies of holy water, a sea of souls that carries its daughter to the very best things and places meant for her, with ease, peace, efficiently, wu wei, flowing effortlessly to as yet undiscovered lands and treasures unimagined. And if only she could just offhand the navigation, she'd be able to see that the journey to the destination is infinitely greater than the tourist trip-trap corporate crap-crammed premium package she'd prepaid and pedantically planned. The underwhelming, overhyped, too expensive trip of a lifetime, anticlimactic in hindsight, as everything undoubtedly proves to be when we have to work so hard to have it all worked out. What should I do? What would I say? Who could I be if only I could grasp or ask the funds our mental nature of reality, infinite potentiality in a particle wave duality, quantum leaps in understanding, keys to unlock doors and usher man in myriad ways of seeing the same, complex concepts, numerous names, millennia old myths and mysteries and hidden heretic histories. Now taking communion with the scientific community for the first time in this postmodern history of discovery, Higgs boson particle, coveted genuine article, unholy trinity made in the image of God. Do we agree? Whilst not quite made of stars, there's more to who we are than an ID we were gifted with a photo card presented upon demand, so we may have these restrictions lifted on who we can be and what we can do, what labels choose, where we live or how we move, in always having to prove that you are that date and name. You create and bind yourself with heavy chains and it blinds you, enslaved by unhelpful beliefs held without question and left unchecked to fester. Choking the fire that you stoke in your stomach, the smoke sucking your soul from the room. Answer me this, if tomorrow you woke not knowing your name or what language you spoke, no memories to assist your lack of recall, would you cease to exist or be aware at all? With that thought now in mind, I would like to remind you that divine design is infinitely greater than any genius, pioneer, or creator, engineered or revered by humankind. So you won't find any answers here in another man's ideas, no matter how inspired they seem. Have yourself some bigger dreams of greater things, higher powers and destinies far beyond your rigid beliefs. Relief, reprieve from ruminating thoughts so fraught with the frailty and fallibility of being human, when we're so unaware of just how much more magic there is at the core of who we really are and what we're here for. All you must do is just move and trust us, invisible guardians, self-care, rituals, rites, beautiful inspired insights and inner guidance, and a blinding spotlight into your shadow on your darkest night. I promise this is how you'll come to feel his kiss and the sweet caress of angels' wings carrying you home. So listen when your heart sings and stomach sinks, for these signs are seeds sowed by forces unknown, whispers of wisdom which will take root within your being and grow to become an unshakable knowing in spite of any evidence presented to the contrary. You are always growing and only ever doing so when you're going willingly to the unknown, at one and going with flow, flung back, eyes skyward, no ego, showing and allowing the self to keep on going onward, upward, in all loving, gold-glowing, soul-evolving free fall, as one infinitesimally small but perfectly formed, fully functioning facet, microscopic aspect of one consciousness, grain of sand on a beach concept. All that is and always has experiencing awareness and oneness. It's a reciprocal relationship with itself. Yes, now I see ice to steam, raindrops to streams and rivers to seas. Consciousness seems much like water to me, and my me is merely a subatomic particle entangled, information instant access across dimensions, capable of magic beyond your comprehension, powerful past all previous perception, mixing in with the cool crowd at this co-creation station, unmeasurable unless observed, master of the great unheard, an influencer gone and stirred into action, a butterfly chain reaction, affecting change light years away through thought and emotion, changing minds, this big revolution in getting with the times and being part of a solution. And that's it. I'm not going to read no more. It was really long. Thank you.